Here are 6 ways to take your at-home worship set from this to this.
And now we're nothing but a prayer.
The best part is that it's super budget friendly. You don't have to be a seasoned pro at audio or video, and you probably have everything you need at home. With these 6 small steps, you'll be crushing it by Sunday. First, let's start with audio. The goal is for it to sound as professional as possible, but also to feel as natural as possible. The main tip here is to get close to the camera to avoid unwanted echo and that distant sounding audio. If you have mics and something to record with, use it. At the same time, overproducing and overproduction can actually negatively affect the end result and how it feels. This is all about subtlety. There's no need for huge reverbs and huge delays. It might sound cool at first, but on the other end, it might come across as more distracting than beneficial. All you need to do is pay attention to mic placement, basic EQ, and compression. Let me show you the difference. Here it is, far away.
Nothing but a breath.
Now closer up.
My endless praise escapes.
And then finally with mics and some basic processing.
With nothing but a prayer. Yeah.
Number 2, let's move on to lighting. This is so important, but so incredibly simple because it involves my 3 favorite letters, DIY. You don't need to spend thousands or even hundreds of dollars on professional studio lighting equipment. My lighting rig costs less than $30. So get creative, use what you have, even if it's random lamps around the house. The goal is to make sure that you're well lit, that people can see your face without going Clark Griswold on them. This tip will literally make a night and day difference for your videos. Here it is without lighting, and then bam, here it is with lighting. Number 3 is video. In this at-home setting, we're doing everything we can to keep people engaged. We know that people are likely sitting on their couches at home with every possible distraction. So we have to ask ourselves, what small tweak can we make that allows people to really feel like they're a part of what's happening, like they're a part of worship with us? My tip for that is to use multiple angles. And the best part, they don't all have to be nice cameras. Your phone can do the trick. There are settings on most smartphones that allow them to take amazing video. And whether you're on a Mac or a PC, there's free editing software that allows you to do multi-cam editing. One extra little bonus tip on video is camera movement. If you have another person available, have them hold one of the cameras and move it around slowly. Let me show you what I mean. Here's a static, non-moving shot, and here it is with some movement. It breathes life into the video, almost like they're in the room with you. You can even achieve this effect by yourself. I share more on that in my course called Bring It Home, Leading from Your Living Room. Next up is lyrics, and if you're keeping track, that's number 4. Make sure that they're visible and well-timed. Keep it to 2 lines max. Anything more than that can just be a little distracting and honestly hard to read. All they need to know is what they're gonna be singing next, so take the extra time on this one, but keep it simple. My personal favorite, and I believe the most engaging way to do this, is to embed the lyrics in the actual video with your video editing software. Again, most computers come with something free. Moving on to transitions. My favorite way to do this, and I think the easiest way, is to add pads. You can do this in a live setting or even do it in post-production. Now, if there's not a keys player on the screen, I would be very subtle with this. We don't want to confuse people. We just want to add a little something so that things don't come to a screeching halt at the end of a song. Even if songs aren't in a relative key, you can fade from one song to another to avoid that dead air. And pads can really fill out a mix if it's just a guitar and a vocal. If you prefer to not use pads, you can still get solid transitions with video fades or playing lightly in the background while you pray or share scripture or share something that God has put on your heart. The goal here is to keep the ball rolling. You just led an amazing song, the Spirit is moving, you have momentum, there's no need to start all over again. Number 6, the last thing I want to touch on is engagement. Believe me, I get it. It can feel super awkward to try and lead people when you can't see them. So what I like to do is I put myself in that setting, in that live setting, and lead like that. Sure, it's to a camera lens instead of a congregation, but people actually want you to lead them. They want to follow you. So don't be afraid to ad-lib, sing out over an instrumental, or even encourage people to really lean into worship. Be authentic. Understand that people are at home and they still set set the time aside to come and worship, and they want to feel that connection. So lead them boldly, my friend. You might be singing into a camera lens, but you still have this amazing opportunity to be a bridge to leading people into freedom through Jesus. There it is, 6 ways to immediately improve your worship from home. I'm so excited for you to keep learning and growing as a worship leader, and I know that this will help you. Heads up that right now, Logic Pro and Final Cut Pro are free for 90 days. This is not a sponsored post. Those are the programs that I use, but that's just insane, and I feel like the world needs to know. If you're interested in learning my entire process for this, where I break everything down step by step, I've created a course called Bring It Home, Leading from Your Living Room. I show you all of the goods, including audio gear, lighting setup, post-production, and everything in between. It's taken me years of trial and error to learn all of this, but I can teach it to you in a day. If you enjoyed this video, I'd love to hear from you. Send me a message or a picture of your at-home worship setup using these tips. Wherever you are, keep crushing it and keep leading well. If you enjoyed this video, send me a heart. Send me your heart.